To the living room. Alright, let's investigate all of
This room looks completely abandoned. I suppose this is what happens when you're down to a skeleton crew of only one maid, no matter how fantastic she is.
Yeah, makes sense. Window?
It's snowing outside. I have no concept of the current year, season, or even geographical location.
Well, if she doesn't know what Vienna is, so she can't have that.
Another journal page.
I wonder who
This one has drops of blood on it.
Belladonna von Trauerschloss. Belladonna. Must think, remember, hands, fingers, right words, hate! Well, that was lovely. That really didn't tell us anything, did it now? Alright, let's check the study. Is that Belladonna? That nose is horrible.
A stuffed raven atop a bust of Pallas Athena. What a cheerful decoration. Let's call them Annabelle and Dupin.
Now, you just come up with those names, don't you?
That's a lot of books. Imagine you had books filled with every possible combination of letters. I wonder how much room they would take. There's a finite amount of letters, but unless we acknowledge a maximum length of a word, there would still be an infinite number of combinations, and the library would have to be infinitely large.
Yeah. Okay.
Look, a perfect sphere. Let's see if I can get two parallel lines to intersect.
That's some smart math humor that I do not understand. You can leave it in the comments, tell me and explain what that means. Typewriter?
I should sit down and write a story. But with all these journals and diary pages lying around, seems like I already may have. The doctor's handwriting. I know it well by now.
Months have passed, I must indeed conclude that the procedure was a success. The new Belladonna is certainly calmer, friendlier, more docile. She gladly keeps me company in the laboratory nowadays, and she's polite and pleasant in everything she does. One is tempted to describe her demeanor as lobotomized. But no! When I ask her questions, she will answer in a clear and articulated voice. And she is responsive to all kinds of stimuli. Verily, I've gotten all I could ask for. That troublesome maid is gone, and Belladonna is back with me, compliant as ever. Her behavior is exemplary. Our lives are returning to that idyllic past I had thought lost, in all aspects except one. No child giggles in these halls, but my research is proceeding rapidly, and the question presents itself, who needs a womb to create life? I have made an unexpected observation, a side effect of the unliving condition. The household cat, a black beast and once Belladonna's loving pet, has gained a great mistrust for the latter's new form. A disquiet has fallen over the animal, and he will not go near the creation. Why is this, I wonder? Why this lack of trust, this sudden and ferocious hatred? Belladonna's appearance seems to me not much unlike what the cat before so fondly gravitated towards, but evidently the beast perceives a difference. As a species, the cat has popularly been associated with the witchcraft and mysticism. Their eyes do indeed strike one as remarkable. Is it perchance so that the feline oculus is capable of peering into a human soul and spirit, and so when faced with the created Belladonna, is distracted by the lack thereof? That's a good thesis. No, hypothesis. Hypothesis. Oh, what was a cute cat.
Another portrait. It says her name is Francisca Canosa, an old relative, no doubt. But I wonder how she relates to the von Trauerschloss family.
I have no idea, but her nose is horrible.
Look at all these old toys. Wind-up dolls, music boxes, and mechanical trains all around. I think this used to be a private hobby of the eccentric Dr. Wolfram's, before he got into the whole corpse business.
Yeah, when you think about it, corpses and little toys, at some point in a man's life you have to grow up and start dissecting corpses and bring them back to life. That's just my opinion. Aww.
I'm not going near that horrible cat. I'll have to get rid of it somehow if I want to proceed.
Okay. I think I know what I have to do, but I just have to find something to put on the bowl and then just leave it here. So she'll... Oh.
I'm not going near...
Okay, we can't go at all in that direction. We must get by Gandalf the cat. Alright, so the only thing we can do is go to the backyard. Let's go to the backyard. Ooh. Now this... What the fuck was that? Sounded creepy. Oh, I just want to see...
This must be the family cemetery. Yet, baby Lucas rests in an urn in the dining room. Why is that?
Oh, that is a good question. I would have thought that maybe because the mother didn't want this guy to do any experiments on it. Maybe. I don't know if he had done that at that point, but it could be so. We got a bottle of milk, so we can get the cat away.
There's a bottle of milk out here. I wonder how long it's been here. At any rate, it's frozen completely solid. No wonder in this cold.
So we're gonna go and freeze it up in the fire. But let's see if there's anything else. The grave and a small grave, for instance.
The stone is so old and the name is worn off.
There was also a journal. I just didn't know if there was anything else in here.
It says Snowflake the pet cat. How
Aww, poor little kitty. Let's read this note first. A lot of journal pages
cute.
here.
One more Belladonna letter. Let's read about this Clara figure.
How the hell did her voice go?
Clara Stiebel was one of the several chambermaids we hired when we moved into the castle shortly after the marriage. In the warm light of recent events, I feel as though I could pick her out of a crowd already at this time, but I suspect that the truth is that she was just another servant, one of many, and I didn't pay her close to the attention I now know she deserves. The time following the death of Lucas is hazy and unclear in my memory. I know I spent most of my time in an armchair in the living room, staring out the window. I know that this must have been a difficult time for the staff as well. My apathy left them without a purpose, as more and more of the household was shut down. Soon the cooks and stable grooms began abandoning what they wisely identified as a sinking ship. As more and more of the staff left the castle to seek employment elsewhere, there was less and less reason for the rest to stay, and the household was quickly disseminated. But throughout all of this, young Clara never left my side, and she gradually shouldered more and more of the household responsibilities, making it her task to take care of me and nurse me through my melancholy. It was her loyalty and industriousness that when everyone else left, that finally brought me back from my condition. And indeed, her love. As I now sit down to write, it has been a long, unbroken chain of happy days. Clara and I have the whole castle practically to ourselves, and nothing to do but enjoy our lives and each other. We sleep in the new room every night, cook our own food and have a picnic under tables or in front of the fireplace. Oh, that's so cute. We have no incentive whatsoever to uphold convention and norms when this house has become like a secure pocket inside the rest of reality. In truth, this touches on what I treasure most in Clara. Neither of us reap any concrete benefits from our union, neither financial nor social. There is no embedded purpose of producing heirs. Our relationship solely exists for itself, and is its own reward. I am already adopting her adorable habit of naming inanimate objects. Yeah, we are Belladonna, that is now clear. Or we could still be Clara. Undecided. The castle is not quite ours, however. Wolfram still lurks like a ghoul downstairs, and occasionally emerges and spends a night up here with me. We have little in common anymore. In fact, he is like a completely new person. His mind is vacant, his stare distant. He is thinner than ever before and shivers with cold. Clara jokingly suggested that we might have him declared mad and sent off to an institution. An innocent idea in her mind, but with some planning this might actually eventually prove to be our surest path to finally reclaiming this old castle for us alone. Ah, too bad you didn't get to do it then. Alright, there was another journal here. Open grave.
The tombstone says Claras Stieber. This must be the grave of the wonderful maid I've heard so much about. I can't help but notice that it's been emptied.
Yeah, we could either be Clara or Mrs. Wunderschlossen Lodlaben. Belladonna. But that is... we look fairly young. We could be Clara.
A note.
Ooh.
Great God, why did I not... Great God, why did I not then expire? Why am I here to relate the destruction of the best hope and the purest creature of earth? It was mere days ago, at the peak of our bliss, when Clara fell ill. She complained of headaches and tiredness, so I made a bed for her and laid her down to rest. For the next few days I cared for my companion just as she had cared for me, and nursed her with all my love and compassion. We believed it was just a passing sickness and it would be over shortly. Each morning we thought she was getting better, and each evening we realized she'd actually gotten worse. And today, when I entered her bedroom, she was there, lifeless and inanimate, thrown across the bed, her head hanging down, her pale and distorted features covered by her hair. In horror I beheld the body of Clara, my love, so lately living, so dear, so worthy. I rushed toward her and embraced her with ardor. But the deathly languor and coldness of the limbs told me what I now held in my arms had ceased to be the Clara whom I loved and cherished. Alas, what foul curse lies in my gentle touch. I have lost my only child to the dark, my husband to devouring madnesses, and now my lover has departed this world as well. Is my love truly as poisonous as my ominous name?
Ooh, there's still stuff in here.
What a marvelous mausoleum. The plaque says Francisca Canosa. This must be the resting place of the lady from
Yeah, I
the
was gonna
portrait
say
in the
that,
study.
but you beat me to it. Alright, to the greenhouse. Morserta, I don't know what that means. Alright. On that little picture that we had before of the landscape, this seemed like a little too small of a place, but suddenly there are birds here and A lot of wildlife. A little weird, but whatever. Nice sounds anyway.
Yes, those are indeed boxes.
Not boxes. A plant? Maybe that's a belladonna plant?
A plant, a natural object, standing in a pot, a man-made object. The plant can consume nutrition and grow bigger, and the pot can't. Neither of them can think. So what about me, then? I can think, I know that. But am I natural or man-made?
Well, you would be both, wouldn't you? You were natural. You died. You're still natural. And you were just upgraded and brought back to the living by man. A man is also a natural thing, so all around natural, maybe. Lantern.
This lantern might prove to be the very first thing that actually manages to shed some light on my situation. I'll keep it.
Because why not? Basket.
Nothing inside.
Oh, there's a pot. I didn't notice that.
An ordinary pot with some dirt in it. Isn't this a perfectly sufficient tool for creating beautiful light?
Yeah, it should be, but some people are silly.
Belladonna. This little plant has caused a lot of trouble. For a flower, it's not particularly beautiful, but for a murder weapon, it sure is.
Well, yeah, it must be a... Why did we take it? No. No. Please don't tell me we have to kill the cat with it. Please don't let it be like that.
It's a large tree. Looks very peaceful. Couldn't I have been reincarnated into one of those instead of being forced back into this mess?
Well, it is a beautiful tree, so yeah, I get your point. Alright, let's get this journal page first, because it's here before that one.
More letters. Can someone tell me what happened to poor Clara?
She died? You read that?
Some time has passed since the demise of Clara. As I calm down and regain control over my emotions, it occurs to me that there are some mysterious circumstances concerning her death. The sickness that came over her was swift and sudden indeed. Admittedly, my own medical knowledge is limited, but it still seems to me that such an instant and terminal change in the bodily humours should not occur naturally. Could it be that she somehow ingested something that made her sick? But what? And from that light of thought, it is not a far leap to ponder if she was murdered. It was long ago that I lost track of the details of my husband's deranged research, but I do know how he handles lethal substances and obscure chemicals. How easy it would have been for him to slip something into Clara's food. So then, why would he do such a thing? Did he know about our affair? We were very careful, but perchance he guessed it. Despite our efforts, he would not go so far as murder based solely on a guess, would he? The distressing truth is, I no longer have any way of telling what Wolfram is capable of. It is of vital importance that these notes never reach any eyes but my own. These are grave accusations I am scribbling down, and in ways of proof I do not even have anywhere to start looking. And yet, the possibility is there, gloating in its simplicity.
There's not that many notes left. Is this game that short? It might be. And let's get the other journal page.
Look, a journal page was hiding behind the plant.
Did Wolfram murder poor Clara, or did he not? My situation has reached a point where it hardly makes any difference. I still cannot prove anything, but my conviction of his sins is only growing stronger. I cannot look at his face without seeing a murderer, nor not listen to his voice without hearing the words of an evil man. And the coward knows it. He sees the judgment in my eyes, and he shrinks away from it like the rodent he is. Guilty or not, He could not act more like a culprit if he so confessed his crime in the town square. If he was hiding his laboratory before, now he practically lives there. We both realized that he lacks the courage to meet my gaze, and after that he simply stopped coming back upstairs. The villain, the fiend! He caroled away in his dungeon, forgotten by the world, his remaining days spent in the darkness and solitude. I will not forgive him. How could I when he has provided me with nothing but misery since the day we met? The living areas of this castle are mine now, and if my husband is incapable of even confronting me, he shall have no benefit from them. Curse my miserable existence!
Alright. Is there anything else here?
I need something else.
Okay. I doubt there's anything we can do with these. I don't know why.
Interesting, but no.
Yeah, there's no other point. Alright, let's just go into the study. I don't want to kill the cat. Please don't make me kill the cat. The cat just wants some milk and will leave us alone. See, that was a very small greenhouse, I think. But birds are small creatures, so yeah.